I'm Tim.
And I'm Vena.
And welcome to Tim and Vena Adventures. Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we'll try something completely new. This is our very first top 10. So we're going to do a top 10 facts about Iran.
So every week we will do one top 10.
Yeah, exactly. And we chose 10 facts about Iran to be our first. And it's just our own like impressions of Iran based on all the reaction videos we did and based on our research. So let's get started. Our top 10 here is, here you go, 10 is Persian traditional music. So Vena and I have reacted to a lot of Persian traditional music, and one thing I noted was that Iran really have a rich music history.
Yes.
It has like very distinct instruments.
Yeah.
So we can go here and see here. So one thing we really been digging down into is there's really so many different unique Iranian musical instruments like the tar, dotar, sitar. Those are the string instruments, but also like different wind instruments like the sorna, and a lot of different percussion instruments as well. One of my favorite is the duff, the duff drum as well. So Iranian traditional music is very, very rich. So let's jump to number 9. And this is a favorite of mine. Number 9 on the list. Let's just go here. Number 9 is football. So Iran has a rich culture for history of football as well. Recently, they were in the Persepolis, the biggest team in Tehran.
Yeah.
They went to the 2020 Asian Champions League final. Sadly, they lost to a Korean team.
Yeah.
But this goes to show you that Iranian football is quite good.
Yes, and we did a reaction one of the player of Iranian football team, and I guess he's not playing there anymore because some of the comments I read is they said that he's not already in
I think
Iranian
he's playing
football.
in Qatar, something like that now. Yeah.
Yes.
Was his name Turabi?
Yeah, but I saw some of your comment, guys. Then we will do some of the famous Iranian football player.
Exactly. Yeah. And number 8. Let's just jump to number 8. Number 8 is 23 UNESCO sites. So UNESCO, they have this classification of different sites that are very noteworthy. And Iran has 23 UNESCO sites, which is quite a lot.
Wow.
So if you go here and see, so there's like an Armenian monastery, there's all kinds of ruins, cultural landscape of Maimand, Golistan Palace, this desert, Lut Desert. They have a mosque here, Isfahan Mosque, and Persepolis, the Persepolis ruins as well. So it just goes to show that Iran really has a rich culture, architectural as well. And that leads me to number 7, which is Iranian history. Iran has a very incredible history. Goes back a long way. One thing to really highlight is, of course, Cyrus the Great, who founded the first Persian empire. So we can see the so he was the founder of the Achaemenid Empire. So in school, even me from Denmark, I taught about Persian history in school, online with like Greek history as well.
Me too. I know Cyrus the Great, I think, when I was in high school.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
So number 6. Number 6 is a diaspora all over the world. So there's a lot of Iranian like all over the world. America is like a big place where there's a lot of Iranians, especially in California and Los Angeles. So just going here, we can just have a look. I think I saw a map here at one point. You see the map here, right? So a lot of Iranians living in California, especially in Los Angeles. So it's quite a global community as well, the Iranian community.
Actually, they are everywhere.
Yeah, great global community. So number 5
Exciting this
is
one.
exciting. This one, yeah. Number 5. There you go. 5. Persian rugs.
Rugs.
So Vena and I are we started to get really into Persian carpets and rugs, and I think we're getting one now as well. Yeah, it's just there's something about you get to buy so many things into your house that you kind of throw out after a few years. But it's nice to buy something that we probably will have for the rest of our lives, right? A beautiful, beautiful woven carpet, right? And there's just something about it, right?
And every Persian carpet, there is a story in it. It's like, they made it for like how many months or years. So it's interesting to buy this kind or collect this kind of things. It's here in Singapore they're like 1,000 Singapore dollar, and I guess it's quite the same price in Iran, but it's worth it.
Exactly. And it's just one of those things that um, it's worth giving some money for something that you will probably have for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So, number 4. Let's jump to number 4 on our list. Number 4 is great contemporary music. So, we talked about traditional music, but Iran also have some great contemporary music. One artist we really liked recently, me and Vena, was this person right here, this star right here. Who's this, Vena?
Dost دارم زندگی را
دوست دارم زندگی را
Oh,
So,
where is Mohsen Yagani?
okay, this is still in Khosravi, but I do know that my wife has a bit of a crush on.
Mohsen Yagani.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, great contemporary music as well. The next point, number 3, that is one thing Vena and I noticed is that. Let me just jump to this one. Is that Iranians has a great passion and veneration for poetry, and Rumi is like the national poet of Iran, and he's really adored to this day by Iranians, and they actually read Rumi, which is I find quite surprising.
Yeah.
So we know Iranians are very educated and well read people, but the fact that they're still reading a lot of this old poetry, that's very unique, I think, to Iran. I think in many other countries, the national poets, those countries that aren't really read that much. But Rumi to this day plays a big part in Iranian culture. You can also see how Rumi is used as a reference in music still to
Yes,
this
yes.
day. So that was number 3.
Number 2.
Number 2, yeah, are you ready?
Mm.
Number 2 is
Amazing food.
amazing food. Yes, Iranian cuisine. So yeah, it's Ben and I went to Shabistan, which is a restaurant here in Singapore that served Iranian food, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. So one thing, let me just jump to the Wikipedia article here, right? One thing that we had here was this one.
Oh my god.
We had the kebab that was amazing. And you can see like the rice there with the saffron on it as well. So we
Yeah.
had that one. I'm sure that if we go to Tehran or we go to Iran, we'll be served with even more delicious food. But we had so much nice food there in Shabistan and here in Singapore.
And actually, we want to taste homemade food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, when we go to Tehran, we can just see each other there. Yeah. One day.
Hope so.
Hopefully. Hope so. So number 1 is
What is number 1? What number? Can you guess?
friendly and hospitable people.
Yeah. So one thing we noticed, like we've been reacting to a lot of Iranian music and different videos for the last month or so.
Yes.
And we really noticed that people are so hospitable and friendly, right?
Yeah.
It really seems to be like a very cultured and like polite, friendly
Yeah.
people, right?
That's what I really like also in Iranian people. So it's really great as well to reply in their comments.
Yeah.
Especially when they say I love your reaction and everything. One great comment is how to say is worth of like million comment or
Yeah.
million views for us because
Exactly.
you appreciated how we do reactions. So now every week we will do like one top tens. It depends on the country that we're gonna search because we search first before we do it. So Yes, so hope guys you like
We
this
like it.
video, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and click the bell button for more updates. And if you want to add anything about the top 10, you can just drop a comment below, and you can just request as well top 10 in Iran, then we can search it before we do it. So hope guys you like it. Bye bye.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.